Do Australians know you can literally live anywhere else in the world? You can move. You don't have to stay in Australia. This is not
How are we
normal.
getting away?
G'day, mate. Well, actually, we do have to live in Australia. I mean, we're Australians. This is our home, and we all quite like it down here. It's not a bad place. And that is actually pretty common. I mean, that's just the carpet python. Carpet python's quite common to find in people's roofs and that sort of stuff. But carpet pythons are pretty harmless. They're also legless, if you have a close look at them. But they're constrictors, mate. They're not venomous, so yeah, they're pretty much harmless. Admittedly, we do have quite a few very dangerous snakes in Australia. I mean, we have the top 11 of the world's most venomous snake are all found in Australia. But pretty much basically, if you leave them alone, they'll leave you alone. You know, we have a bit of a saying in Australia. I mean, you guys have it in the States as well. That is, fuck around and find out. You want to find out how dangerous something is in Australia? Fuck around with it and you'll find out. But otherwise, if you leave it alone, they'll leave you alone. Pretty much as simple as that. But there's always one exception to the rule. One exception. We have a snake in Australia which pretty much everyone is scared of. I'm pretty scared of it. Even Steve Irwin was scared of it. It's called a hoop snake, okay? And hoop snakes can be very, very dangerous, and they'll attack you for no reason. What they do, I'm actually in prime hoop snake country at the moment. I'm actually standing up on top of the ridge lines. Now, whenever you're walking around in Australia, it's always very important. Make sure you're standing up on top of the ridges, because what the hoop snakes do, they sit up on top of the ridges and they look down into the bottom of the valleys, and they're looking for things that they're going to attack, and they're looking for things to prey on. And what they do when they see something at the bottom of the valley, to say you're walking at the bottom of the valley, the hoop snake will actually bite a hold of its own tail, turning itself into a hoop or a wheel or a circle, and then they roll down the hill, and they pick up quite a bit of momentum as they're coming down the hill, so they come down really fast. And then when they're about 6 foot before they get to you, 6 to 8 foot before you get to you, they'll actually open up and launch out, normally latching onto either your face or your neck, and they'll attack you, and they're highly venomous. They can be really, really nasty. So whenever you're walking around in Australia, always make sure you're walking around up on the top of the ridge lines, like I am now. That way the hoop snake can't get up the speed and momentum to come and launch at you. Okay, you got a better chance of getting away from it. But back in the old days, you know, the old timers, they used to have a lot of problems with hoop snakes coming out and attacking them. So you always notice the old timers and the farmers, whenever they're walking around in the bottom of the valleys, they've always got a stick with them. Okay, one is to help them walk, but it's also when the hoop snakes come, they can use that stick and do the old Allan Border pull shot and hit it for 6 and knock it away. Okay, so you gotta watch out for them. But otherwise, in Australia, you know, Australia is not really that bad. It's not that dangerous. I mean, you know, we have some pretty dangerous animals, but like I said, if you leave them alone, they'll leave you alone. We have things like snakes and spiders and sharks, just like you guys have in the States. The difference is we don't have things like grizzly bears, black bears, mountain lions, cougars, crazy guys with guns, Donald Trump. You know, we don't have that in Australia. So as far as I'm concerned, we're a lot safer place than what the United States is. I mean, I'm walking around in the bush at the moment. I mean, I don't have to carry bear spray or a gun to protect myself. Admittedly, I'm carrying a pocket knife, but that's because I got to peel my orange for lunch. You know, we can sleep on the ground in a sleeping bag. Nothing is going to think you're a burrito and come along and eat your whole. You know, so Australia, we're actually a pretty safe... Shit, did you hear that? Fucking drop there, run. Ask any Aussie, they'll tell you.